Maybe if you're watching it on YouTube in post, we got rid of that non-smooth over there. And here we are. Much love to everybody. Check me out on Discord. You can join up. It's not the greatest, but it ain't the worst either. I am not a Discord king, but I sure have fun with a whole bunch of people here and there using it. So I created my own little spot there too. That said, what we're going to be playing here tonight is Gabriel Knight. And thank you for sticking with me through that, like, I guess, intro commercial or whatever it was. Game isn't the smoothest thing to stream. So let's just see how it goes here. Well, as far as like the blipping between screens and stuff. But yeah, usually I have this on like a little bit bigger, so namaste, good people. Much love from me to you. From the best in me to the best in you. Connection. The soul, the love, the big everything that warps and wiggles and does and touches from angles unknown and places beyond. That doesn't touch, it doesn't have sound. Nameless, perhaps, and all these other things. Whatever it is from, the source, the best, that is coming from me, to your source, to your best, and I say, much love. We're going to be playing some Gabriel Knight, and here's what is up for restoring an old game. I don't know which one is the newer. So maybe we'll have to restore this one. Let's see. So I think I'm going to restore 001. I was trying to figure out where to go because I've been here, to the Overlook, been to the Napoleon House. I haven't been to PD, that's Mosley. Somebody I need to know and talk with. I'm gonna go to my grand's house though. I'm going to the police station. All right. So who do we have here?
The door opens on County Street.
All right, here we go.
It's an antique umbrella stand. Nice coat rack. A swinging door connects the lobby and office areas. The official seal of the New Orleans Police Department highlights the tiled floor. The bench in the lobby has been well polished by a million backsides. Gabriel's not in the mood to sit down. The desk sergeant looked like a poster boy for heart disease. 30 extra pounds between his armpits and his belt, and a complexion of consistency of gray oatmeal. In other words, a typical product of good Southern cooking.
She's not bad.
Frickin' Gabriel, that's what I'm saying. There's some cringe
The
happening
desk
here.
sergeant, in other words,
She's not bad.
Oh.
a uniformed officer of the New Orleans Police Department. A uniform There's a temperature gauge on the wall near Mosley's office. It's in a locked cage. They must be concerned about the budget. There's a photocopy machine in the office area. It's a file cabinet. An officer's desk is just behind the front counter. Gabriel is standing in the lobby of his friend Mosley's precinct. It smells like a cross between a hospital and brewery.
Alright.
Mosley's office door is unassuming, unlike Mosley himself. Gabriel can't read the bulletin board from where he's standing. Gabriel can't do a thing with the mirror from where he's standing.
Hey, nice precinct.
Think so? That's peachy. That means more to me than you could know. Hey, it's a beignet
Oh.
guy.
Great, I'm starved.
Alright, so they go out and get beignets.
Stay put, you. Hey, grab me 3, would ya?
Sure.
And it starts in 2 minutes. Let's push back that when it gets closer.
Thanks.
Kinda quiet in here today.
Yeah, summer's like that. It's too muggy to mug, too hot to heft.
How clever.
It's a gift.
Gabriel can't do anything with a vendor from here. A vignette vendor has stopped outside the police station. He must do great business here. Gabriel can't do...
Okay. Can't do 3 on the number lock, huh?
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Me? Nothing. I'm a Catholic boy.
Alright, so I snoozed up the ads there. For like 5 minutes or whatever. So let's find out.
What can you tell me?
I told you, I ain't got nothing to say about voodoo.
Alright, I gotta push him one
What
more
can you
time
tell
on
me
that.
about voodoo?
I told you,
Alright, there we go.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I'm not allowed to give out information on police cases.
F5 often, eh? Let's go.
Are you sure you can't give me the scoop on the voodoo murders case?
Hey, buddy. Do I look like the kind of lowlife that'd betray my sacred oath to this department?
I don't know. What would that kind of lowlife look like?
Like hamburger meat if I got a hold of them. Kinda like what you're gonna look like in about 5 seconds.
Okay, sorry I asked. There's nothing you have to say about the voodoo murders case, huh?
You really pressing your luck, pal.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I'll tell you, I'm glad as hell it's not Mardi Gras. If it weren't for that 1 month a year, being a cop in New Orleans would be a real pleasure. As it is, I'd rather stick behind this desk.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Best food in the world. You can get it right here in New Orleans. Muffaletta sandwiches. Beignets. Good Cajun coffee. Yep. Man can die happy in this city.
What can you tell me about...
Look, I love this city good as anybody, but I already gave you my opinion. Why don't you check out the Travel Bureau?
What can you...
Look.
Tell me about yourself.
Who, me? I'm the Desk Sergeant Frick. Why?
Frick?
That's right. You got a problem with that?
Not at all. Tell me about yourself.
You see that front door?
Yeah?
Well, I watch people come in. See this book?
Yeah?
Well, I write people's names in it, see? People that bother me. Want me to put your name in this book?
I think not.
That's what I thought.
Tell me about yourself.
I hate people who ask stupid questions.
Tell me about...
I hate...
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out of the crime scene. Sorry.
Where is the crime scene? Is it related to the voodoo murders?
Crime scene information is police confidential. We don't need any more looky-loos than are probably already there.
Come on, you can tell me what the crime scene is.
Look, I know the paper's got everybody stirred up about these killings, but that don't make it public information. Back off.
So this is a new voodoo murder then?
Hey, I didn't say that. You'll read all about it in the papers tomorrow, I'm sure.
Please.
Look, buddy, you keep it up, and there'll be a crime scene right here.
Please tell me where the crime scene is.
Look, bud.
About Detective Mosley.
I told you he's not here.
About...
I
was supposed to pick up some photos from Detective Mosley at the front desk.
Is that right? And who are you?
My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Yeah. I got something for you, all right. Soon as you're done talking, I'll give it to you. Here's that envelope for you, Gabriel Knight.
Thanks.
The envelope has Gabriel's name written on it, misspelled. The envelope from Mosley is a plain manila one. It feels pretty light. The tweezers from the bookshop are an old stainless steel pair that Gabriel's had forever. The magnifying glass is an expensive one with an inlaid jade handle, an heirloom from Gabriel's grandfather. The jar contains frou-frou hair gel. Gabriel is carrying a priest's shirt and collar which, surprise, surprise, do not belong to him. Inside the collar is a message. Open quote, lit, starch, plus, close quote. What could that mean? The label on the hair gel jar talks about mysterious Hawaiian roots and ancient Oriental secrets. The copy is almost as believable as Gabriel's novel. There's nothing written on the magnifying. That item can... The envelope... The magnifying... There is no... Gabriel doesn't want to open that object. Gabriel opens the manila envelope and finds 2 photographs.
All right, here's something.
One of the photos from Moseley is an official Voodoo Murders crime scene shot.
Whoa, all
A
right.
graphic close-up of a victim.
Got your heart chopped out?
One of the... The photograph of Moseley was apparently taken upon his graduation from the police academy. He had hair then. The photo of Moseley reads, "Cop nerd," to Gabriel's eyes.
To Gabriel's eyes, I
The
love it.
murder photo has nothing written on it.
Okay.
The photograph.
Okay. Now let's see, do they change position here? 02 comes to the spot, it says to the top. Okay, so whichever one gets saved last. Alright, that's what we do. Okay.
Can I bother you again, officer?
What is it this time?
About?
I told... Please... Look, buddy.
Tell me about you. What can you tell?
Well,
There's no...
you...
What can you...
I told you.
Gabriel can't...
Alright, so Moseley's at the crime scene. I don't know where the crime scene is. Been here, been here, been here. I haven't been to the cathedral itself? Let's go. I have, duh. Alright, been to the cathedral itself.
That doesn't seem to...
Let's see about getting a confessional done here.
May I help you, my child?
Alright, so I asked for blessing once. I also like to make a confessions. Can I ask you a couple of questions? I haven't done that yet.
Can I ask you a few questions?
The confessional is not the best place for interviews, son. You can contact the parish offices if you need private counseling.
I understand. Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
Alright, let's find out. Confession, give me a blessing.
Could you give me a blessing?
Are you in trouble, my child?
Is the Pope... yeah. You could say that, Father.
Then I hope this helps.
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Cool.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you,
And also
Father.
with you. Faither. The father of the faith. Alright, where are we going? We go out, right?
Gabriel cannot do anything with a chance. Gabriel
How do we walk? Yes, out of here. Should get my dashboard up actually. There we go. Dashboard is up. Now. All right. Oh, hey.
A police officer is either off duty or patrolling the park, or both.
Homicide team attend.
Here we go.
Homicide team attend.
Good day, officer.
Yeah, you too. Keep moving.
Homicide team attend.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah, right. A cop has driven his motorcycle into the park. Something Gabriel would probably never get away with. On the motorcycle is a police radio. Gabriel likes his own cycle much better. Besides, even Mosley couldn't get him out of that one.
Homicide team attend.
Let's see.
Those two objects would have no... Those... Inside the... Those two objects would have no... This...
Ambulance to
There's no...
Alright, I don't know if I can do anything there.
coroner requests assistance at 9.
The priest's garb would make little impression on that. The motorcycle cop wouldn't have anything enlightening to say about that.
Anyone seen Jill?
There's no reason to wear...
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
The proprietor doesn't look especially friendly. His business probably doesn't depend on walk-ins. The shelf hold containers of dried items, flowers, grass, black cat bones. The glass jars contain a number of things Gabriel can't identify. The mask appears to be made from a real crocodile head. It's a mannequin wearing a crocodile mask. Small bags made of felt and flannel hang from the ceiling.
Those are gree-gree. They're full of magic. No guarantees, though, you know.
In this case are super concentrated fixing oils and packages of pins. The Dixieland drugstore is crammed from top to bottom with strange merchandise, some or all of which seems to be related to the practice of voodoo. The poster reads, "Power will be yours when you use Papa Legba's power-drawing incense and Master Power oil. Buy some today." The Dixie herbal oils for love, luck, power, and success.
Lodestone powder. 5-finger grass. Something tells me I'm not in Kansas anymore.
The shelf hold containers of... The sign says potion ingredients. These jars must be for do-it-yourselfers.
Lodestone powder.
The sign says a variety of cloth dolls are arranged above the shelf, each impaled with a single silver pin. The entire shelf is stocked with containers of High John the Conqueror root powder. The Dixieland, the dust on those boxes is older than Gabriel. The Dixieland, the dust, voodoo and hoodoo. The craft as revealed by traditional practitioners by Jim Haskins. Available at Dixieland Drugstore and other fine stores. The signs say, Special Saint Jean Eve, Lagnappe, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
Lagniappe. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
Alright, that did something.
The signs...
Lagniappe.
It's nearly as old as the one at Saint George's. It's nearly root bags, curio boxes, and magic candles, sold as curios only. We cannot guarantee results. This case holds candles with names like Love Drawing Candle, Confusion Candle, and
Ooh.
Black Devil Candle.
Alright.
If only they sold a figure out what the hell is going on candle.
The dust on ropes of garlic hanging from the ceiling.
I'll know
The Dixie ropes,
where to come if I ever have a vampire problem.
the
Hi there. Is this your store?
This is a Dixieland drugstore, and I own it, me. Name's Walker, Willie Walker.
There's no reason.
All right, let's talk to Willie. See if we could buy some
Mind
bags
if
of
I ask you a few
gree or
questions?
some sort of
Ask what you want.
50 bucks
I'll
worth
answer
of
what I want.
stuff.
Can you tell me what you know about voodoo?
This is a novelty shop, monsieur.
Do you think I'm stupid? This is a voodoo shop. Look at all this stuff.
These are novelties, curiosities. If people want to think they're magic, it's not my concern, you know.
Are you telling me that you own a voodoo shop, but you know nothing about voodoo practices?
Affaire n'est pas affaire blanche.
What does that mean?
Means you should mind your own business, monsieur.
Look, I'm researching voodoo for a book.
I don't have your answers, B. Do you want to buy something, monsieur?
Look,
I don't...
what do you know about...
Cabri Sancour.
What did you say?
Nothing, nothing. Those killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Now that, yeah, Cabri Sancour. What does that mean?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Monsieur.
What do you know?
Monsieur.
What can you tell me?
I've lived here all my life, me.
What can you tell me?
I'm a busy man, monsieur. I don't get out of my neighborhood much.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
If you're not from around here, monsieur, you should sign up for some tours.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
If you're not from around here, monsieur, you should sign up for some tours.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year in voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
What's the significance?
I've said all...
What's the
I've said...
What did you mean when you said Cabri Sancour?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
Alright, so he sure said.
What did you mean?
I didn't...
You did.
You heard wrong.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker. I own the place.
Tell me about... How did you get into this kind...
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
Tell me about... How did you get into this...
Why should I...
Alright, so I need to find out what the Mankle Plankin Chankabeening Nakabooni Cabri Sancour mean.
There's no...
Can I ask you...
Whatever, man.
Alright,
What
so
did you mean?
Cabri
I didn't...
Sancour.
You did.
You heard wrong.
I wish I knew what that meant. I think it's like without something? I don't even know. But I'm gonna save and see if there's a way to buy stuff. I don't want to F it up.
No thanks. I don't even want to think about what might be in them. I'll pass.
The jars look fragile.
I don't want any of this.
To get what's in... To get... Really looks ready. The voodoo shop... That...
I don't think voodoo... There's no room for him in the bookstore.
Gabriel can...
Alright, so freaking Cabri Sancour. I gotta have her research that maybe. Maybe that's what's up. Okay. Alright, so he let something slip. There's St. John's something, and there's Capri Sun Corps. Maybe I can find out about it here at the Historical Museum. I'll be that kind of guy, right?
Hi.
Do some research.
Look around all you want.
Hey, is that the
Okay,
same drawer?
thanks.
Oh, this place looks great.
A street drummer has settled outside the museum. She looks thrilled to be here. A very large, very formidable looking snake is secured in a plexiglass cage. The Historical Voodoo Museum is brimming with items authentic and original. A striking portrait of a turbaned woman is on the back wall. Gabriel wonders who she might be. A beaded gourd is on display. A wooden doll with horns is on the back table.
Looks like Jack Nicholson.
The back wall displays various voodoo items, such as a gaudy shell necklace,
He's got more hair than Mosley.
flickering candles lend an appropriately spooky atmosphere to the museum. An official voodoo wish and stomp. Rub it and make a wish, a card said.
Funny, I say the same thing to women.
Hey, still
An
cringy after all
authentic
these
looking
years.
pole marks the center of the room. Authentic what? Gabriel isn't sure. A balcony surrounds the room on the second level. It's closed to the public. Gabriel doesn't recognize the museum's flags.
Reminds me of a book critic for the New York Times.
Large, elaborate drums occupy a corner of the museum. A counter at the back displays brochures and a donation basket. A counter at the back displays brochures. The Historical Voodoo. A counter at the... It's a basket for donation to the Free Museum. It's a basket... A striking... She looks thrilled. The back wall displays various... A gaudy shell neck. The Historical Voodoo... The Historic...
Here we go.
I wish my voodoo book hits the bestseller lists.
Alright. Let's see. They're gonna let me operate a drum.
Please don't touch those drums, mister.
Wouldn't think of it, right?
So, how's the museum business?
I don't know. I don't normally work here.
There's no reason to wait.
Could I ask you a few questions?
There we go.
I wouldn't be much help. You should talk to Dr. John, the owner. He'll be back tomorrow.
Really?
I see. Thank you.
Okay.
There's no reason.
Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
Wow, I wonder what else I could show her then.
Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
Go all gruesome here.
Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
She's just like, nope. Oh, I didn't look at that yet.
Dang. I've always wanted a skeleton with a bowl on its head.
Even if that were for sale, Gabriel couldn't afford it. Gabriel cannot take that. That doesn't seem... On the table is a small coffin. So small,
Oh
in
my
fact,
gosh.
that it would only fit an infant.
Charming.
It's the exit to Ursula Street. It's an electrical switch.
Alright.
The Historical Voodoo Museum.
Yeah, alright, that's all they have here.
I wish I had $1,000,000. I wish I could afford to take Gran on a cruise.
Oh, there you go.
I wish I had $1,000,000.
Alright, let's go one more, see if it repeats or
I
we go
wish
again.
Grace were as hot as she looks.
Oh no. We got the cringe back.
I wish I could afford to take Gran on a cruise.
Good old Gran.
I'll be going now, thanks.
So long.
I just walk around and show her pictures of a murder. Not necessarily the best plan. But it's the plan I made. Alright, going back home. Let's find out. Oh my gosh. To New Orleans.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
I wonder if I can
Really?
do more things.
I forgot you were gone.
I can ask her to research something, maybe. Debris Sancour.
There's
right?
no one in that part of the...
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Alright, man.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Man,
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
freaking sure can't. Best research message.
Do you have messages?
Nope.
Alright. Oh.
Do you know what Cabri sans corps means?
No. Sounds French, though.
This is 1993, so we don't have the internet, I guess.
What do you know?
You won't get far questioning me about it, Sherlock.
What do you...
You won't get...
What do you know?
You won't...
What do you...
Oh,
won't-
I keep thinking that that's the backwards button. Both mouse buttons act as, Let's freak her out here. What do you know about this?
Hey, you want to see something really cool?
That's disgusting. That's really horrible.
I know. Great, isn't it?
God, somebody ought to lock you up.
Gabriel. Yeah, you are freaking cringy, Gabriel. Like I thought.
Do you know anything about this?
It's your friend Mosley. Why?
Oh, no reason. like to, make a confession, Grace?
Whatever you're planning to do with that, Gabriel, I don't want to know.
Do you know anything about this?
What, the magnifying glass? It makes things look big. Out to impress a girl, are you?
I hope you're insulting the size of my brain.
That goes without saying.
Oh, man. All right.
Do you know anything about this?
They're called tweezers? You know, you should get out more.
Why yell that?
Do you know anything about this?
Yeah. You should cut that mop of yours and throw that stuff away.
Never.
All right. I'm going out again because she doesn't know what Cabri Sankor means.
Gabriel,
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
All right. There we go. That's what I was missing. Grandmother Knight's house, French Quarter. Okay. Okay. There we go. Last session, I missed that that was even a thing. Oh, here we go. It's Grammy. Alright, let's save at Grammys.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give us a kiss. Now come and sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Alright, I guess that's that. Let's look around.
fresh carnations. Granny's favorite.
Oh wow, she's got a nice oil lamp.
Granny likes soft lighting.
Looking good.
Granny's knitting. She whips through that stuff like there was no tomorrow. Granny has a way with plants and kids.
Aisha. Give me a moment here.
The sofa has a wan blue chintz pattern that Gabriel remembers fondly. On the wall are portraits of Gran and Gramps when they were young. Gabriel's inherited some good-looking genes. The wood in the bin is southern pine and is probably fossilized by now. Grandmother Knight rarely uses the fireplace these days. Too much of a hassle to clean. Gabriel grew up in this room. Just being here make him feel safe. And after about 5 minutes, claustrophobic. Mostly pictures of Gabriel, his dad, and Harrison Knight. Granny's side chair still has that annoying loose spring in the seat. The magazines in the bin includes issues of Southern Living, Ladies' Home Journal, and Macars. Gabriel grew up the stairs. That clock has been in the right family. Granny, the double. Gabriel grew up mostly pictures. fresh kind. That doesn't work. Grandmother Night has always...
That's my Gran. Adorable as always.
You're such a tease.
Handsome, isn't he?
How you been, Gran?
Just fine, dear. I'm sorry I bothered you at work, but I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Don't be silly. You can call me anytime. Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
Alright, I think we're going to come back right here in a few minutes because this is actually a good spot to take an intermission. Because we're going to get another ad that's going to have to pop up soon, so I'm going to take this here. Oh, not offline, sillies. This guy presses wrong buttons when he has a new configuration. Anyway, in a few. Alright. We should be back. Jerk bag over here. I love it. I'm gonna move the chat. It's a better spot there. Alright. Let's go back to the game.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
No, dear. But you let me know when you want some, and I'll whip up half a dozen.
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly. You know there'll never be anyone but your granddad for me.
Your hair looks very pretty today, Gran.
Oh, my, thank you, dear.
At least Gran seems
So
to be
does-
his, like, number one
Always
woman
had such
so
nice,
far.
thick hair, Gabriel.
You know, I always tell people that my Gran is the prettiest grand old belle in the city.
Nice.
Oh, dear. You shouldn't talk so.
You know, you get... Have you baked any...
No, dear.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question, Gabriel. Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird stuff. You get that from your father and granddad. I don't know anything about it, dear. Of course, it was very big in New Orleans at one time, but you don't hear about it so much these days. Too much else in the world to worry about, I guess.
What can you tell me about...
I don't know what...
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
What do you know...
Oh, Gabriel.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is very southern. Of course, though, not as much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California stuff. Still, it hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
What can you...
My goodness, boy. You've lived here all your life just like me. I can't tell you much that you don't already know.
What can you...
My...
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? I remember when I was a girl, we always had a St. John's Eve Mass. The Mass was said at midnight, and we held candles. One time on the way home, we were waylaid by a large group of drunken revelers. They didn't hurt us, but I was frightened. My father was furious. We never went to St. John's Eve Mass after that.
What can you tell me about...
I haven't celebrated it in years, Gabriel. Well, I'm sure there's still Mass in the more traditional churches, but I don't go.
What can you tell...
I haven't celebrated...
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Something without something, I think. My French is so rusty.
That's exactly what I know.
I swear my mind is going.
It's okay, thanks.
Something without something, yep.
Do you have it? It's okay. Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
Oh, come on, Gran.
All right, dear. What do you want to hear?
What do you do all day?
You know how I love to knit and work in my garden. I also take long walks. It's the only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
You're not old.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older than the hills.
Tell me about the fall you met Granddaddy.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas, corn, cotton, all kinds of things. It was a good childhood, but my father was very strict. He didn't much let me out of his sight.
Tell me how you met Granddaddy.
I met Harrison at a church revival. There was a traveling preacher back then, a big fella named Reverend Jim. I even remember his slogan, "Come to me to find your way." Your granddad was sitting right behind me and my girlfriend Alma, and at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his hair around with his fire and brimstone annex, and a piece of it, one of those small add-on do's for men, went flying off. I swear, Harrison and I were the only ones that noticed. We both started laughing to beat the band. Everyone looked at us like we were a couple of loonies. It was then I knew that he was for me.
How you feeling these days?
Fit as a fiddle, and don't you worry your head about it.
Just tell me anything at all.
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him rotten.
Just tell me anything at all.
I never loved any man but your grandfather, and I never will.
Just tell me anything at all.
I hate to admit it, but I was a jealous little thing when your granddad and I were younger. I loved him so ferociously, and he did attract the eyes of the ladies, whether he wanted to or not.
Just tell me anything at all.
I get lonely sometimes, but I have lots of girlfriends in the neighborhood. I call one of them if I'm feeling blue.
Just tell me anything at all.
I wish you'd settle down and give me a great-grandchild.
Oh, Gran. Just tell me anything at all.
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him rotten.
So that's a repeat then.
Oh, nothing.
All right.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He worked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
Tell me something.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. I tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it. Didn't really like bookkeeping one bit. Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. The nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he'd lost another. And I would tell him it didn't matter to me, but he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time. Your granddad was hit by a streetcar in the business district. Took me nearly a year to believe he was really gone.
I'm sorry, Gran.
I know you are, dear.
Tell me something.
Did you know that your granddad was a poet? He was! He wrote the most beautiful poetry for me when we were courting. I always thought he should have done something with that gift. But he was such a practical man. didn't believe in chasing after dreams.
Tell me something.
I don't know what...
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him. Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did. They were 2 peas in a pod.
Tell me about my
When Philip met your mother, it was love at first sight. They were married 2 weeks later. Never looked at a girl seriously until then. And he looked at plenty. You have your father's way with women, Gabriel. And your granddad's.
Tell me about my father.
I wanted to just lay down and die when he and your mother were killed in that car crash when you were only 8. It was the thought of taking care of you that kept me going, Gabriel. The police say your father swerved off the road after being frightened by something. Perhaps a deer in the road or a wild cat.
Tell me about my father.
Your granddad wanted Philip to have a normal life. He was obsessed by that thought. He pushed Philip to go to law school, but Philip was driven to art. He painted almost in a daze. He would get so inside himself when he worked.
Tell me about my...
He always hated it that it was Margaret's money that supported the 3 of you when his painting couldn't. I kept telling him, try something more cheerful, like a landscape or 2. But he couldn't do it. His work was just too dark and disturbing for the public, you know.
Tell me about...
I don't know what...
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked defying her family. Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be a sweet gesture.
Maybe I will. Tell me about my mother.
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. All she had left was a modest trust fund from a great-aunt, who happened to like Philip. The remainder of your mother's trust fund became yours when she died. That's what you used to open your bookshop.
Tell me about my...
The Templetons are all gone now. Every last one of them. They never wanted anything to do with us, of course. What a waste.
Tell me about my...
I don't know. Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly. Oh, my, thank you, dear.
Alright, so...
Do you have any idea? It's okay. I'm going to go up to the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
Alright, what's up here? Let's find out. And we got that new location.
It's a lady's hat from the 1920s.
From Gran's Virginia Woolf period.
Gabriel has seen these ornaments every year at Christmas for as long as he can remember. That tennis racket probably hasn't served a ball since the 40s. An elaborate mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is among the discarded treasures of the attic. It doesn't seem to be running at the moment. An elaborate, it doesn't seem to be. It's an old.
My first impression of the female form.
It's an old dress dummy that Gran had in her sewing room years ago.
My first impression of the female form.
It's an old, dusty bicycle tire.
That must have been the year Granddaddy caught Santa on the roof.
Grandma's attic is a storehouse of forgotten treasures and useless junk. These old picture frames have been up here for years. Grandma's attic is a storehouse of forgotten treasures and useless junk. The old trunk looks like it's gone to hell and back. That box of knickknacks has been up there for at least 5 years. There's a sketchbook on the chair that Gabriel vaguely remembers as his father's.
I think I'd take Daddy's sketchbook with me. There's nothing I want in there. There's nothing I want in there.
Gabriel doesn't want. Grandma's attic is a storehouse of. Grandma's attic. The brass bed frame is from God knows where. The old velvet curtains hung in the parlor before Gran lightened up the place. A skylight lets welcome sunlight into the attic. Grandma's attic is.
No. No thanks. I think I'll leave that up here. I think I'll leave that up. I think I'll leave that up here.
The trunk doesn't operate. The ring of symbols does not appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move. A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. A ring of 6. There's an interesting design in the base of the clock. Gabriel can't operate. Nothing happens. Why move? The clock won't open that way. The face of the clock is hand-painted. It's the minute hand. It's the minute hand. It's the minute hand. The hands do not appear to have any. Gabriel can't Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Grandma's attic. Grandma's
I don't even know.
Grandma's attic is grand.
It's Granddaddy's old golf bag. Golf was never my game. I think I'll leave that up. Golf was never my... It's Granddaddy. Golf was never my...
Gabriel's not quite up to rearranging the... Gabriel's not quite up to rearranging the attic.
Alright, let's see what she thinks.
That's it. Take a load off, hon.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Tell me about yourself.
What more do you...
Just tell me.
I had your father when I was 22. The doc...
Oh, nothing.
Oh,
Tell me about me.
your father...
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
I believe that was your father's, Gabriel. You keep it.
Here we go.
Gabriel isn't the artist his father was. He can sketch specific things, but isn't inspired to just draw for the fun of it. Gabriel can... Gabriel looks fondly at his
Alright,
father's
check it out.
sketchbook. and charcoal pencil.
There we go.
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel. So familiar are they that he finds it hard to believe they aren't from his own subconscious.
Oh, there we go.
Images haunt the image. Images, the image.
Go to open or
Images,
that.
the
Okay. Oh my god, I didn't save for so long. The game just bit it. Well, let's see. That sucks. If this pops back in here. Why would it show that? I hate this thing. Alright. Getting closer. Damn thing. Still shows that. Goddamn thing. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I didn't go up there. Did I even talk to her yet? Please tell me I talked to her. Alright, it's too bad this thing pooped out on me. Alright, so who knows? Saved. Alright. Sure, a gruesome picture. Mosley, I just called you gruesome. Here's the real gruesome one. Good, good, good. She's a smart narrator, smarter than me. Alright. I don't know why I'm not seeing any, like, game sounds here. That's why. Oh, that's not why. It should be. Yeah. There we go. Hopefully now we've got the sounds. Okay. Pretty much where the game kicked last time. So let's save it here.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
We could have looked well.
Please select a destination icon.
Alright, well there's something. San Luis Cemetery number 1. We'll try that out. Oh, there's something here. This is something alright. Doing it.
Vases seem to be a favorite decoration for the dead. Near the Laveau tomb is a piece of red brick. Undoubtedly a cast-off from spiritual graffiti writers.
Alright.
It's a piece of brick item cannot be that Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks on the tomb, but at the moment he's not sure what to say or how to say it. This is the tomb of Marie Laveau, Voodoo Queen of New Orleans.
Oh, all right.
Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall. New Orleans is famous for its above-ground tombs. The high water table prevents bodies from being interred underground. The name Ross is inscribed on this old tomb. St. Louis Cemetery, no food, trinkets, and more unsettling things. Food, trinkets. St. Louis, food, trinkets. This is the tomb of Marie Laveau, Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall.
A marble snake. Now that's cheerful.
Here and there in the cemetery, straggly plants grow in stone planters. A stone angel stands silently before a tomb. An angel with a cross stands guard over one of the tombs. The tomb is securely closed. The marble angel is heavier than she looks. The marble angel is... The snake doesn't... Gabriel doesn't... Gabriel doesn't... The wall doesn't work that way.
All right.
The wall...
Oh, I get to look. All right.
The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses. They look like they've been here a few days at least.
What are we doing here?
The tomb wall...
Tomb
The
wall
tomb
doesn't
wall doesn't respond. Gabriel likes the idea.
Yeah, I don't know how that works yet. All right. True.
This is the tomb, odd-looking. A plaque on the tomb reads, Laveau. The marble and granite tombs are...
Mosey and I used to switch street signs, but this is really sick.
All right, man.
This old tomb is in a sorry state of disrepair.
There's probably no one left in the family to maintain it.
The tomb is securely closed. The tomb is secure. The tomb... The tomb...
Alright, I want to find a... Oh, there's an exit that way. Is that the exit? I feel like it came from this way. Right? Alright, here we go, man. Right. That's his family. Fucking hell yeah.
I'm sorry to bother you.
What you need, boy?
Kind of a quiet job you've got, isn't it?
Most of the time, yeah. Yeah, they act up some at the full moon, though.
Alright.
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Alright, man. That's great.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
They say it was part of an old religion from Africa, brought here by slaves.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I don't really care to talk about it. I don't do it none myself.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I don't really care to...
Alright.
What do you know?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those bodies with voodoo things around them? I don't think there's any real voodoo going on. Somebody's trying to cover their tracks is all.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I told you all I know about that.
Alright.
What do you know?
I told...
What can you tell me about?
Seems like everybody want to visit New Orleans at least once in their lives. And they love the cemetery tour. I see tourists in here every day of the year.
What can you tell?
There's lots of things to see here, but none are as beautiful as the St. Louis Cemetery #1.
Alright.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Hey, if you want to know more...
What can...
Hey, if you...
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
Why, St. John the Baptist is the patron saint of voodoo. Sometimes we get some weird goings-on in that cemetery on that night. More often a few nights before. People taking grave dirt, bones, and more.
That's pretty disgusting.
Yep. Don't know what they do with them, but it can't be pretty.
Right.
What else can you...
I told you all...
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans cœur means?
No, can't say that I do.
Do you have...
No.
Tell me about it.
My name is Toussaint Gervais. I'm the watchman here at St. Louis #1.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, I keep the place tidy, cause, but a big part of my job, too, is looking out for the grievers, you know. People come to pay their respects, and they need looking out for. Sometimes they so grief-bound they don't know what they doing.
Tell me about yourself.
That's about all.
Tell me something about...
You know why the dead are buried in tombs and not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Course, if it were Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Tell me something about...
It's a historical place. People buried in here from the Civil War and back further, too. Take a look around, you'll see.
Tell me something...
Just look around,
Tell me...
Just look around, You get the feel of the place.
The old man is apparently doing some cleanup work. A high iron fence with sharp spikes surrounds the cemetery. An old man tends the cemetery with movements akin to a slow drawl.
Alright, after we figure this out, we're going... I think we'll stop. How long have we been going on this? A few hours now. Get a save again now that I talked to old boy.
The marker reads, Franklin Wright.
Hey,
These are
man.
Grand's folks.
Right,
I
here we
never
go.
knew him.
Alright, I'm loving it. Here we go.
The tomb is the Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
All right.
A wrought iron fence surrounds this tomb.
Oh.
A wrought iron...
I hope that's to keep people out.
An odd monument highlights one grave site. It looks vaguely reptilian. A grinning grotesquerie tops one section of the cemetery fence.
All right. Let's see.
Gabriel doesn't need any more. Gabriel doesn't want San Luis Cemetery. Gabriel There's no need to Gabriel doesn't want. Gabriel does.
All right. Oh man, here's something different.
This tomb is smaller than most others in the cemetery.
Kind of a pup tent for the dead.
This old tomb has a sword carved into the stone below the name of the deceased.
All right.
A stone angel leans down to gaze at something unseen.
Freaking weeping angel. Something better be looking back at it.
Most of the plaster has fallen away over the years to reveal walls of red brick. Two enormous vases flank the front of the Getty tomb. The imposing tomb is elaborately labeled Getty.
Alright.
An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb. An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb. There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors. The plate is locked in position. There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
Alright.
Gabriel looks at and in the vases, but he doesn't see anything he wants to take. Gabriel looks at the vases, the doors are moving the vase, there's no need. The tomb doors would be impassive to anything Gabriel tried to use on them.
Alright.
Most of the plaster has fallen. Another ancient family tomb of the type St. Louis Cemetery is famous for. The imposing tomb is elaborately labeled Gede. With a few exceptions, these tombs are all beginning to look alike. St. Louis Cemetery number 1 is one of the most historic and beautiful places in the French Quarter.
Alright, so maybe we're not meant to fund anything yet.
Gabriel can... Gabriel... The marble denizen... The marble... There's no need. The... Gabriel...
Let's see.
A stone angel leans down to gaze at something unseen. Gabriel doesn't... The heavy... The tomb... The plate is locked in position. There's a keyhole on the plate. But Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
Alright.
To the east, there is only the back wall of the cemetery. Gabriel cannot go any further in that direction. To the east, there is...
Okay. I don't know why it's like pausing up like that.
Gabriel doesn't want it. Gabriel has no reason to move the vases. crevasses seem to be Gabriel. Gabriel has... If Gabriel wants to address his ancestors, he should choose a specific plaque.
Gran talks a lot about you, Harley. Gran talk... Hi. I'm Rebecca's grandson.
Much as when they were alive, the right elders give no response.
Hi. I'm Rebecca's grandson.
Much as when they were alive, the right elders give no response.
Alright, I don't know what I can do here.
Using...
Can I use his sketchbook? Yo, please tell me I can do that. Get like a rubbing. Oh, this guy does something.
A copy of these strange marks.
Hell yeah. Did it.
Gabriel already copied.
Totally copied the marks. That's the best. All right.
Those two objects would have... Looking at the series of crosses, Gabriel can't help but to think that they have a pattern and a meaning he is not comprehending.
Right. Well, that's for sure. Okay, good. So what am I gonna do here? Alright, I think we can leave here, right? We got the markings. Oh, Mosley's still around. Wonder who I can show the markings to. Let's try showing those markings to the Dixieland drugstore guy.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about these crosses? I think there's some kind of code.
Looks like a lot of hen tracks to me, man.
Alright, so is this guy...
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
The photo wouldn't...
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Look at the voodoo paraphernalia around the body in the photograph. Are you sure you can't tell me anything about it?
No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing.
This is the last page of
New thing. I'll pass.
to get the postage.
Like I don't or
That doesn't seem to. The post itself isn't available, and Gabriel isn't sure he wants what it's advertising.
There's no room for him in the bookstore. Like I don't already have more.
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks. I wish Grace were as hot as she looks.
That display doesn't have any mechanical function. There is nothing to. There is.
They might not like it if I'm... Could I ask you a few questions?
I wouldn't be much help. You should talk to Dr. John, the owner. He'll be back tomorrow.
I see. Thank you.
Dr. John, the owner. Alright. Alright, man. Let's see what the heck else I'm really...
I'll be going now. Thanks.
So long.
Alright. I wonder if I can ask her about any of this stuff. Like the right family things.
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Alright. Let's see if there's anything else to talk to her about.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my...
Well, Gran...
Oh,
Man loves his gran. That's the way to be. Alright, am I going back to the bookstore? Is that what's happening here?
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back, though.
Oh,
All
boy.
right.
Party time.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Got a minute?
What?
Do you have messages?
Nope.
Could you do some research?
Sure.
Alright, nothing.
I can't.
Okay.
The balcony floor.
Alright.
Gabriel minded. Gabriel can. It's Gabriel.
Alright, let's see if we can get to another day. Maybe a dream. Oh, really? Alright, there we go. Lay down. Oh, come
It's
on.
no use. I can't sleep.
Alright, so am I going back to Top Shop? I don't know. Hmm.
Writer's block.
What if I show... Maybe I'll show that one lady that...
I've got some things I need to do.
Uh-huh.
Alright, well, did I show her this thing?
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks. Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
The doorway is already open.
Alright.
I'll be gone now, thanks.
So long.
I go back to Mosley to... I haven't really... A little bit of something possible here. These guys, let's see if Mosley's back. Alright, I'm not really understanding what to do.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
About the...
I told you.
Alright, he's not here. Alright, I'm out. I'm feeling like there's got to be some sort of answers here.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
What can you tell?
I'm no
What can you tell me?
I'm no expert. You might want to.
What do you know?
Everybody's talking about.
What do you?
Everybody's.
Does the phrase Cabri sans
Here we go.
corps
Come on.
mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh, then I probably don't know anything about it.
Oof. Well, that's.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
All I know is it's some kind of voodoo holiday.
What's the
People who believe in that stuff think it's a real special night. Magical.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
People who believe in that.
All right.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Right.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
Don't know what else I could say.
What can you tell me?
That's about all I can say.
Tell me about your...
A good bartender listens.
Tell me about your...
A good bar...
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
You pack of wood.
I don't even know what to do here.
There's no reason to...
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
Does this mean anything to...
No. Now beat it.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does. Come on! Come on! I'm growing fungus already.
Shut up. You are a fungus. Checkmate! Again. Son of a bitch.
So waiting around till he says checkmate.
A sharp-eyed gentleman in a gray sports coat hunches over a chessboard, chuckling to himself. A man in a loud tie stares morosely at a chessboard. An old wooden table holds some drinks. That doesn't work, that.
Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
I'm not that chatty type, am I, Sam? No, you old bastard, you're not. Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry. Go bug someone else. You're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Excuse me.
All
I
right.
hate to interrupt
said
your
checkmate,
game,
so I
but
was
could I ask
hoping-
you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game.
So, having a good game?
I'm concentrating.
Fine. All right.
Alright, I really don't know what to do. I got this new thing here.
The door isn't...
Yeah, I'm not trying to make the door go anywhere. Alright. What is next then? Alright, maybe something...
The motorcycle cop wouldn't have anything enlightening to say about that.
Anyone seen Jill?
The motorcycle...
Anyone seen Jill?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah, right. The motorcycle cop... The photo...
Alright. So who would know something about that?
Homicide team attend.
Gabriel can see that... Gabriel can see that just... Gabriel can... Gabriel can... Gabriel can... Gabriel... Gabriel can... Gabriel can... This...
Alright.
Homicide.
A lone drummer beats out a haunting rhythm on a large African drum. The drummer is busy. The drummer is the other park visit.
Don't really know where I'm doing. Feel like I gotta find out where Mosley is by tricking this guy somehow. I don't know if I have the means to do it.
There's no reason.
What if I have to put that, like, on at home or something? But it really said there's no reason to wear that at the moment, so I should.
Homicide team attend.
Alright.
These bananas. 4 pairs of bananas. There is nothing of it.
Alright, man. Hell is next.
Please select. Please select your destination.
I need to go back to Grants. No New Orleans map from another way.
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh, joy.
Alright, let's see.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Let's see, I don't even
Gabriel
know.
doesn't see. Gabriel doesn't. There's no reason Gabriel can't. Gabriel. There's not. There's.
No thanks. All my clothes look the... All my clothes...
Gabriel.
If I threw that...
The beads would do. Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't. Gabriel. 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 That doesn't. It's Gabriel.
Alright, so I think I haven't done anything extra. Probably can't go to sleep
It's
to
no
find the
use.
next day.
I can't sleep.
Alright, well.
Like.
Alright, I haven't done that yet, right? Open the mini fridge. Let's see.
Gabriel, shut the refrigerator, please. I could smell it from here.
Women.
Alright, really? I mean, that's like...
Gabriel,
Women.
Women, he says. Yep, a little bit dated.
This.
Oh.
My hair looks...
Well, I can't figure out what to do here.
So, what's new, Grace?
your use of mathematics, for one thing.
What can I...
This
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Alright, let's see.
Do you know...
I've told you all.
What do you know...
You won't get far questioning me.
What else?
You're the Nate.
What can you tell...
St. John's Eve?
Alright.
Never heard of it. It must be a local custom. New Orleans love any excuse to celebrate.
What else can you tell me?
You're the Nate.
What can you... What can...
I told...
Are you sure you don't know what caprice en Carl means?
I told you. I can't help you with that.
Are you Tell me.
What else do you...
Just tell me.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks want...
Alright, so we got
Nothing,
that.
I guess. Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Do you have
Nope.
Could you do...
Sure. What?
Alright, still no research possible.
I can't think...
Okay.
Today's newspaper is on the counter.
I mean,
Gabriel.
I believe that. Alright, let's see.
Times-Picayune, dated June 18, 1993. The front page has an article about the voodoo murders. The article says that the victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution, and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right.
The history books on that shelf don't... Gabriel's had all those books in the... Gabriel cannot... The desk... Gabriel find those popular... The old medical reference books are useless. Gabriel isn't interested. Gabriel leafs through a German-English dictionary.
Let's see. Mittag means midday, noon.
Gabriel leaves...
Spiel means game. Interesting.
Gabriel leaves...
Himmel means heaven. Aha.
Gabriel...
Dry means 3.
Gabriel leaves...
Possessin means possessed. That's handy to know.
Gabriel leaves...
Drachen means dragons. I wonder if Mosley would know he was being insulted if I called him Drachenbread.
Gabriel...
Let's see.
Gabriel...
Spiel. Himmel means...
Gabriel's life is... Gabriel does not want... It's certain. Gabriel... Gabriel... That doesn't... The Pope... But...
Good coffee.
Gabriel cannot see anyway.
My kidney's already floating. My kidney's already...
The gargoyle is heavier. It's certainly light enough. It's... Gabriel can... Gabriel would... Gabriel would... Gabriel can't lug the painting round. Gabriel can... Gabriel cannot... Gabriel can... Gabriel can... The old... That doesn't... St. George Books could use some serious renovation, but Gabriel likes to think that the place has... Moving that would do little good. Grace would have a fit if moving that... Why that old rack is so rusty it would fall apart if anyone even touched it. Fortunately, there is no danger of that. There is not... Why...
Leave my coat alone, Gabriel.
The desk is too heavy to be... The lamp... Grace would...
I'm going back to Graham's house, and if nothing else shows up here, I'm gonna try a couple of things
I'm
on
going
that
out.
clock.
Good luck.
I have a few things now, right?
My precious boy. How wonderful.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Alright, let's see.
Gabriel doesn't want... Granny's knitting. Gabriel... Okay, okay. So... Gabriel does... Gran...
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Does this mean...
Sorry.
Does this mean...
I believe that...
Does this mean...
Sorry.
Steel... The magazine bin... Gabriel... 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 Gab... 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 Gran...
I'm going up the attic again.
Enjoy yourself, dear.
Alright.
I think I'll leave that up here.
That doesn't seem... Grandma's attic is... There is no... Using that... Using... Using... Those two objects, those two objects would have those two 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 those 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 two. It's Gabriel's sketch of this. That object does not. Gabriel doesn't want it. The clock won't open. The clock won't. The key doesn't open. A key winds the clock's mechanism. A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. It's the minute hand. It's the minute hand. It's the minute. The face of the clock is hand-painted. A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. The ring of symbols does not appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move. The ring of nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing
Alright,
happens.
I'm just taking guesses at this point, and it's not good. Guessing the dragon, though, is on top.
Nothing happens. Why move? Use. Gabriel doesn't. The lid is blocked by the clock. There is not. That doesn't seem to. Grandma's attic is. Grandma's. The old velvet.
Oh, alright, well.
The trunk contains some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts.
Aren't those called lederhosen?
Serious hiking boots. More of Harrison Knight German book.
Just what I need.
And a bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca. There's no reason.
I don't think there's anything in that trunk that would interest anybody but my gran.
The trunk.
It looks pretty. Anybody here? Guess not. Anybody here? Guess not.
There's no reason.
I don't think there's any.
Nothing happens. The hands do not appear to have. Why move? Gabriel? The face of the cloud.
Granddaddy, you old fox.
Okay. Right.
Why do that to the photo? The photo, probably at least 50 years old, shows two young men standing with an older man outside a castle.
I wonder who they are. I wonder who they are.
Alright, well.
Why do that?
I mean, let's take the photo, right? Oh, and more stuff here. Look at that.
It's an old letter on fancy paper. It's an...
Taking that too, right? Looking at that, love it. Double check, can we do...
Why do that?
Alright.
A secret drawer has opened in the base of the clock. Gabriel, why move?
Well, I found more stuff, that's for sure. That's cool. Like randomly trying things. Something said on that thing said dragon, something on that thing said 3, so I tried it out.
Old photographs show Gabriel's grandfather with two other men that Gabriel has
German
not
stuff.
identified.
Oh.
The old photographs show Gabriel's grandfather with 2 other men that Gabriel has not identified.
All right.
The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the recurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of quill-tipped bold strokes and underlining. Those two objects would... Gabriel can see that. Gabriel can... Gabriel... Using that, there's no reason.
Alright, gonna ask Gran about this. Might as well save up, right?
That's it. Take a load off, hon.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
That one in the middle is your grandfather.
Oh, and she doesn't know.
Those other 2 I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Gran doesn't know.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
No, dear. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of German.
Didn't sound, honest there, Gran.
Gabriel
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Granny doesn't like anyone messing with her clock, including Gabriel.
Alright.
Gabriel
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Oh my gosh, why didn't I freaking ask her? Alright, I can ask her about something before I go.
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but not...
Make.
Alright, then I'll have to ask her about something here.
Can we talk?
Of course.
Alright, Schattenjäger. Yes, okay.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
Schattenjäger? Schattenjäger. How odd, Gabriel. I haven't heard that word in years. My goodness, you've given me a chill. Your granddad used to say that sometimes in his sleep.
Really? Do you know what it means?
No, I'm afraid not. I asked him about it once. I don't think he answered me. Odd.
Thanks, Gran. Have you ever...
I don't know.
Tell me
What more?
Just...
I had your father.
Oh, nothing, never...
Oh.
Alright, man. So wait, Heinz Richter, right? Picking a new person.
Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
Heinz Ritter. Oh, Gabriel. Where did you hear that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's clock.
I promised I'd never tell you or your father. But
Oh,
I suppose
wow.
it
Here
doesn't
we go.
matter now.
Tell me, Gran.
Your granddad's name was Heinz Ritter before he came to America. He changed it to Harrison Knight legally when he arrived.
Why did Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family, his life before America, but he didn't want to talk about it. He never even told me about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer, since he obviously found it painful. I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Tell me,
Your granddad, he...
didn't Granddad ever say anything about his past or his family?
Only that his family was crazy, and that he never wanted to see them again. He believed in some family curse, thought that he could spare Philip and Philip's children from what he called old nightmares. Whatever Harrison wanted to spare you, though, it cost him plenty. He never did sleep well, and he would often get a far-away, guilty look in his eyes. He was wrestling with something he thought he should be doing, someplace he thought he ought to be. I don't know how he could think that he should be anywhere but with me and our child. It's a terrible way to live.
Wow, it's freaking wild. A lot of Heinz
Do you
Ritter
know
stuff,
anything
man.
else about Heinz Ritter?
I've told you all I know about your granddad's past.
Tell me about
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She was...
Tell me about
Your mother,
Tell me about
the Templetons.
Tell me about
I don't...
Tell me.
Your Philip.
Tell me.
When Philip, you had...
Tell me.
I wanted the police.
Tell me.
Your great pay.
Tell me.
He always hated it. I kept telling him, try something more cheerful. Like a...
Tell me.
I don't...
Tell me.
Your granddad said, me...
Tell me. I'm sorry. Tell me.
Did you...
Tell me.
I don't know.
Tell me.
What more?
Oh no.
All right.
You.
All right, man.
Do you have any? It's okay. What can you?
I haven't celebrated.
What can?
I have.
What do you know about?
Oh, Gabriel.
Do you know?
I've told you all.
All right, man. At least I found out something new from her. Fucking cool.
Well, Gran,
Glad
I better
went
get
back.
going.
So Heinz Ritter is
All
my
right,
grandfather's name. I got a freaking passport. I got like a German-English dictionary in my house. Alright.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Gabriel leaves through a German-English dictionary.
Dry means 3.
Yeah, that's why I saw that, and then there was drop.
Gabriel leaves through a...
Possessin means possessed.
Gabriel...
Drachen means dragons. I wonder...
Gabriel...
Let's see,
Gabriel...
Spiel.
Gabriel leaves through...
Himmel means heaven. Uh-huh. Dry.
Gabriel's hat... It's a bit...
Leave my...
Alright, man.
Good coffee.
Gabriel finds... The gargoyle is heavier than it looks. cute gargoyle, eh?
Really
The
not
latter
understanding
provides
it.
If you try to look down my shirt one more time, I'm leaving.
Hell, just trying to refresh my memory.
I know what you're trying to refresh, and it isn't your memory. Get down.
There is nothing to... Grace would have a fit if Gabriel rearranged. Moving that would... There is nothing... Moving... Grace... Moving... That... Moving that... Moving that...
Man, I really don't know what the F to do here. I just found out about Heinz Ritter. See if I can go to sleep now, man. I don't even freaking know. The attic stuff with Gran, right? Maybe that's enough. Alright, let's find out.
It's no use. I can't sleep.
Gabriel
Freaking
cannot
really
see a way
weird.
to use... Gabriel can...
Writer's block.
Writer's block.
Man, this is freaking bizarre,
Gabriel
man.
doesn't need... Gabriel...
I don't even want...
Alright, maybe I can have her do some research now.
Got a minute, Grace?
Freaking
What's up?
Hans Ritter, right? Schottenjäger.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Is that a voodoo word?
I don't
Doesn't
think so.
sound
It's
like it.
German.
No, but it has a nice ring, doesn't it? Schottenjäger.
Could you do some...
Sure. What?
I can't...
Okay.
What can you... Are you sure you... Do you have messages?
Nope.
Could you...
Sure.
I can't...
Okay.
Wow, alright.
You can't...
Nope, sorry.
You... Tell me about yourself.
What else do you...
Nothing, I guess.
Suit yourself.
So weird that now that I have that German thing. Alright. Let's save it right here. Call it, because I'm confused. I don't know what else I have to do, but I've made some progress. So maybe we'll just call it the end for now in this session, right? But be happy to play it again another time because this game's a lot of fun and I have figured out a few things.
Gabriel's had all those books in the bathroom and doesn't care to... Gabriel
Right.
cannot... Gabriel cannot... Gabriel's like... The old medical reference books are useless to Gabriel. And apparently to his customers. Gabriel would rather use the phone. That doesn't seem to be removable. That doesn't... Really. Gabriel... It's certain... The gargoyle is heavier than it looks.
I just move it though.
The gargoyle... That old rat... Grace... Gabriel likes the painting where it is. Nope. No safe full of money back there.
Alright, man. I think I'm
Gabriel cannot open the... There is nothing. Gabriel plans to turn the balcony into a schmaltzy cafe. If he ever gets the cash. St. George Books could use... The desk is too... Gabriel doesn't even want to know what Grace keeps in those drawers. That doesn't...
Well, like I said, I'm gonna do other things.
That doesn't seem to be... Gabriel cannot... That doesn't... St. George Books could use some serious... There is... Moving... Gabriel cannot... Gabriel can...
Alright, he's talking about his kidneys then, maybe? Oh no, alright, good. Let's get that. Then we'll just call it done.
Good coffee.
Because holy moly, it is like... just on... I'd lost... Need fresh eyes to find this game out. Because it's really... I'm not there right now. So... I must say... Much love to everybody. And we'll play again. This is a good one. I really enjoy this. Like figuring it out like these old Sierra games. One thing at a time. Might have to combine something in my inventory. Now that I have that.
Those two are... Those two... Looking at the series of crosses, Gabriel can't help but to think that they have a pattern and a meaning he is not comprehending.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gabriel, this is the Those two are... Those two... Those two are... Those two are... Those two...
Alright, I'm quitting for now. Like I said. What? Why didn't I quit already? Because I'm dumb. Alright, keep saying those two objects, and I keep thinking I'm gonna quit. But I don't, so let's just go do this. Call it done. I keep slipping back further down into my chair too, apparently, it looks like. So, I'm gonna hand the grid back to Twitch. That's what we do here. I stole it from Twitch before, I gave it back to Twitch now, using the 80s and 90s vector style, well, vector and bitmap style graphics. Combining the two. If I only had audio of somebody just laughing as if to say, I've totally taken over your system, then my complete 80s, 90s hacksaws style skills would be complete. As far as I know right now though, this music that I have is creepy and gives a neat hacksaws thing, but I don't have a finish off the bad guy laugh. So, since there's really no bad guys, that's okay, because I'm just kind of white knighting myself into the, whatever you call it, like the white hat hacker they call you, to deliver content. I'm out. Peace.